on Monday, August 14th at 7 p.m. and we're at the county office. If you all would join me, I will lead you all in the Pledge of Allegiance. I've never done that.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
A lot of kids are going to be saying that this week.
Absolutely.
We have no public comment, I'm presuming. Under Roman numeral 3 is to approve the minutes of the August 1st meeting. Anybody have any discussion on those minutes? If not, I'll ask for a motion to approve.
I'll make that motion.
Burns makes the motion.
Second.
Wilson seconds. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Unanimous. Under the administrative items, we have a couple on there. Agreement with Mountain State for reading coach and approval of the 23-24 payroll schedule. Any discussion? If not, I'll ask for a motion. So moved. Snyder motions. Second.
Second.
Wilson seconds. All those in favor of approval say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? And that passes unanimously. Bring us to the finance section of the meeting. Have any discussion? Not, I'll ask for a motion to approve.
So moved.
The story. Do I have a second?
Second.
Snyder. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? And it's unanimous. Under personnel section, we have any discussion. I have one item that I would like put on that we left off under item A. Number 8, Julia Dupree Thompson for the itinerant bus position at Midway. Left her off the agenda there in Berkeley last week and almost did again. So that's the only one I have. You all have any other discussion?
Yes, we have a correction in C, number 2, for the rain. He is going to Guyan Valley instead of Lincoln County High School.
Okay.
Guyan Valley.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. She's still gonna be the teacher, special ed, not
Yes.
like
School.
Any other discussion? Not, I'll ask for a motion to approval.
I'll make it a motion.
Burns makes the motion. Second.
Yes, sir.
Lori seconds. All those in favor of approving the personnel section, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Unanimous. Brings us to item 7, comments and concerns section. Topping the list is the Duval Midway update.
Had a conversation with Greg Martin earlier in the week. He told me that he had been on the phone with the folks from the SBA. They were very pleased with what we had done to this point, with making any kind of adjustments on the building and the site. They felt like we were definitely moving in the right direction. He did say that we needed to bring our best offer to the table when we come back to the meeting that we can possibly bring.
When was that meeting?
They're working, as soon as the architects get the plan done. They're working on the plan, to revamping everything to get that so we can get a bid out. In the meantime, I asked Mr. Martin what the next steps were. He recommended going ahead and getting a bid package together to bid out the demolition.
Of the state SBA, would have to approve that, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. I'm assuming that they prove that they're coming up Monday.
That's what I understand. He did mention, like I said, they mentioned both times I've talked to them to just make sure we're bringing our, for all practical purposes, our A game when we come to the table, our best offer. I'm hoping that with everything that is the way, what has turned out. And we also discussed bidding at multi-prime instead of single prime. Multi-prime means it's different contractors can bid on it, like they bid each package separately, like the HVAC package, the electricity package, the engineering package. Multi-prime tends to come in a lot cheaper than single prime, where the head contractor is taking his overhead from all the others. A lot of times you have to have a really good clerk. I think, Mr. Lucas has that taken care of, to coordinate everything, to make sure everything works out properly. But that's one way to look at it. They come back in with a multi-prime bid. Feels like it'll come in very manageable as to what we have for it.
Keep your finger crossed. Anybody have any other comments, concerns?
I do, Dave. I know we had talked earlier on sometime this year that we were thinking about maybe moving to some of the other schools or some of the other attendance areas for our board meetings. Is that still something we want to do?
I think we have LSIC meeting scheduled throughout the year.
Is it, I think they're here though, correct?
No, well, we can go to those schools. We can go to them.
Yes, I think we should do that.
I don't know how much of a problem that would be for our technology people, but we have to live stream it anyway, so. But I know places, may not have the
Capability.
capability of doing
But I
that.
think we need to get out in our attendance.
Oh, I do too. I think we need to take the board to the.
Yeah, I'd be willing to do that. Let's leave that to Mr.
Yes,
Barnett's lap to coordinate that at his pleasure and will. That's the good thing about having to do it, does that. You don't want to do it, you just do it. And by the way, our board assessment is due, appraisal due
I
tomorrow.
have everybody, Mr. Story and I are going over to my office after this to take care of it.
Good, okay. So we'll be legal and compliant, okay.
I had, we had Stanley Steamer come in and clean carpet at Lincoln County High School, and they had a couple of rooms I was not satisfied with. So, got in contact with them. They're coming back to redo them. Before, asking, basically said, if you want paid, you're gonna have to do this for us. So they're coming back to redo those couple of rooms. So that, that's a step in the right direction there. I was at open house tonight at Midway, and it's packed. They were lined up. Mr. Davis and I drove up there, and we thought going up there, well, we'll just park at the library. They were lined up from old Ryan's restaurant all the way up, almost to the corridor. And then, all down both sides of the wall. And, Miss Dion had the Izzy Mobile up there giving out books and noodles. And, it was a good time. You could tell the parents were excited to be there and the kids were excited. It was just a very pleasant evening up there.
What's the schedule for the next couple of 3 nights at open house?
They're all 5 to 7, with the exception of Ranger, which starts at 4:30.
And so Robin's gonna strangle me. Could Robin send us a little note about what nights they are in the?
They're all tomorrow night.
Okay,
Yes.
so we could go to maybe 2 or 3 if we could.
Well, that's, Mr. Davis and I, we plan to leave here about 4 o'clock tomorrow.
Well, I don't drive fast, but I will drive.
I know, I've been.
I can get to West Ham. I can get to West Ham.
We're gonna start at Hart's tomorrow afternoon and work our way back down the river and then back up this side. We're gonna try to spend at least 15 minutes all of it.
But now Midway's already had theirs, so
Yeah, that was tonight.
we're okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I have a couple of things, actually. I got a call about, and I don't remember, we had this discussion, but I don't remember where we left it, about the town of West Hamlin annexing the school over there. To make that happen, all they need is just a letter from us saying that, we have no objection, we'll be in favor of the town of West Hamlin annexing the school. Supposedly, there have been some, needles found on the playground. Town cop can't control down there. So that would be, that they're not asking for any money, any obligation, they just want to annex the
Yes, we
school
did.
down there so they can provide some police support.
We put that on the agenda for next time. We need to put that on the agenda for next time.
And Mr. Barnett, if you make sure that's on the agenda next time.
I think a letter was found, probably
Robin was just telling me that a letter was found for JJ to pick up.
Yeah, speak up, Don, I can't hear you.
Okay, Robin was just telling me that a letter was found, was that today?
No, this was last week
Last week,
from one Mr.
when Mr. Kelly was here, that he had already approved. He had signed a letter to approve that.
We were waiting on the county commission to also sign off on it because it had been both people to make it legal, I guess. I say. If
So
we did that
did the
last
county commission also sign that letter, do you know?
But this was just
Okay.
for us. So this will be exactly time to get the
So we just need to make sure our part's done and town can go ahead and finish theirs out. Just a couple of things. I want to welcome our personnel director, Tina Atkins here. This is her first meeting and we're going to take up a lot of your nights. As I told you before the meeting, you got a tough job. And it's a pretty thankless job for the most part, but I'm sure you're up to it. We're glad to have you on board. We think we're building a pretty good team around here, so
She has been like a sponge. Soaking
that's,
stuff up.
that's great. The other part of that is that as we get new people in this musical chairs that's taking place throughout the county administration, I would suggest that, and you and I have mentioned this before, but I'm saying it publicly here, that we seek guidance and help from all sources, including the State Department, that we not hesitate to call the State Department to come in, go through our special ed, say, hey, what can we do? Go through our personnel, check me, make sure I'm doing this right, go through our curriculum. They're up there for a reason, that's to support us. And I'd rather they come down and find something we corrected than they come in
Looking at
the dark at night, say, you're not doing it right. We want to do it right.
Joni, Mr. Miller was, they had a conference call with them today, reaching out to them for a few different items.
Okay, we definitely need to, and just not one time, do it continuously, asking for help on all these matters. So we can make sure that we've got a top-notch administration going on, that whatever we do it right.
that.
So, and
If I can bring your attention to these items real quickly, Ms. Dion revamped all these from last year, and they went out at open house tonight, and will go out at open house tomorrow night for these students. I had a meeting with the curriculum team the other day and Mr. Gaines, and we are working on a series of videos called Concept of the Week. And those are short little 3-minute snippet that will go out to parents to be able to give them the ability to help their children. And it might be something like the first ones that are going out, Mr. Gaines did those, and they're on how to access Schoology, how to use their account, how to go in and manipulate all the icons so they can look for missing assignments. They can look for any homework assignments that may be out there. So those videos are going out to be on our website. And I'm trying to get hold of Mr. Vance to see about putting them on the Armstrong channel. And so we can get those out there. Those will be helpful. And then 1 week it might be, and so I told the principal yesterday, I said, don't be surprised if we're in your classrooms of your rock stars filming. Because it may be, I want to see our people do it.
Yeah.
So it may be, one concept may be adding 2-digit numbers. One concept may be a phonics lesson. It may be letter recognition. Concentrating right now on K-3 and trying to get that squared away, but that's something that we're rolling out real soon.
I'm glad you mentioned K-3. I know we have had a summer school going on over there, and I don't know whether that's a grant, whether how we do that, or whatever. But it seems to me as though, and I'm just from past experience, and I don't know how beneficial that is for kids when they get in high school. But if you can gear that down to younger grades and give them 2 to 3 weeks of extra in the summertime, I'm just throwing that out there. I don't have a plan. I'm just saying we need to concentrate on those younger kids a great deal if we can get those kids with the skills. Stay skills focused and not grade focused. I don't care about their ABC grades. I'll care about what skills that they have. Give them the skills, the grades will come out okay. So, and the last thing I've got is that, and I think my information is correct, is that when the kids start to Lincoln County High School on Wednesday, some may have their schedule, many will not, but there will have not been any schedule changes taking place. I'm not happy with that. I don't know where the lies, but every kid should have had their schedule in their hand at least a week ago, if not 10 days ago. And the schedule changes should have already been made. And on the first day of school, those kids should be in class instead of lined up over there looking at the schedule changes take place. We give our administrators a total of 80 days extra in the summertime. Now, that's what they're supposed to do in my book. So I'm just saying this should be the last year that kids are making schedule changes on the first day of school.
We're very,
So
I also understand pictures are being taken the first day.
I'm sorry,
Pictures are being taken the first day.
that's not good.
pictures on the first day. Well, that is not,
We've already changed that for next year.
I'm sure this board hasn't directed that to happen. So, yeah, oh, well, we just need to make things better, that's all. Does anybody else have anything? If not, I'll ask for a motion and a second to adjourn until August 29th
What?
at 7 p.m. 2 weeks of the night,
So moved.
tomorrow night. Do I have a
So
motion?
moved.
Snyder makes the motion. Second. Wilson seconds. The time is 7:17. All those in favor say aye.
Uh,
This meeting is adjourned.